Hello guys, so today we're gonna learn how to make an enemies going around the platform. We'll start from here. I already have the platform and the spider. The platform already has 2D box collider in it, and for the spider I already have animator, circle collider 2D and rigid body 2D. So if we play it, it's gonna start animating but it won't move. So let's start make the spider crawl the platform. Before we start, I'll just tell you guys what I'm trying to do. So the spider gonna walk to the right, and when the spider detect no ground, it's gonna rotate downward and walk to that direction. The spider also gonna check if there is a wall. If there is a wall, the spider gonna rotate upward and walk that way. Alright, so what we're gonna do is just go to the spider and add component, new script. We'll just call this spider crawl movement. And let's wait until it's there and let's open it up. Spider crawl movement. So first thing first, we just gonna make the spider move to the right. So for this, we're just gonna need private rigid body 2D. Just call this RB2D, and then we're just gonna have a movement. RB2D.velocity equals transform dot right times, this is the speed. I'm just gonna call it 5 for now, and let's see what happened with this. We started, nothing happens. Because we haven't called the function. So I'm gonna go for it fix update and just go with the movement function. This should do it. It's not moving anything too. What's going on? Because we haven't called the rigid body, so it's gonna be a RB2D equals the component rigid body 2D. Yep, this should work. We'll see the spider gonna move to the right. Yep. All right. Second thing what we're gonna do is just for the spider to check if there is a ground or if there is a wall. So for this we need a boolean, ground detected, private boolean, wall detected. Function is gonna call this check ground or wall. Into check ground wall. Just gonna call this in the ground detected equal physics 2D dot raycast ground position checker. Oh, we need to have a position where it's gonna be checked. So we're gonna have a private transform ground position checker, private transform wall position checker. So we are going raycast from ground position checker dot position minus transform up, so it's gonna go downward, and then we just have to how much the distance is gonna check. We'll just add another float, private float ground check distance, private float wall check distance, and we also need to check what's the layer gonna up, and then it's gonna be a ground check, distance, and this is what is ground. Then we have also wall detected equal physics 2D dot raycast wall position checker dot position transform dot right wall check distance, and what is ground, because it's the same thing that we're gonna check. Alright, so we're gonna put this in the check ground or wall. We're gonna keep checking it on the update. Now let's make the position. Let's make another position. Create an empty object. This is gonna be the ground check position, and we're gonna add another one. Create empty. We're gonna call this wall check position, and we're just gonna put it there, and this one put it on the front like that. Should be good. I think we want to put this in the inspector, so I'm just gonna put this as serialized field, so we can put it position. Come on, just put the ground check position there and the wall position check over there. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna make everything to be a serialized field, so we know, so we can see check aim in the inspector. Oops. Alright, I also want to draw some gizmos so we can see what we are checking. Let's just add a private void on draw gizmos, draw line, ground position checker, that position, new vector 2, ground position checker, that position dot x, ground position checker dot position dot y minus ground check distance. Yep, should be right. And then we also have another one, draw line, just gonna call it checker dot position dot x plus wall check distance wall position checker dot position dot y. Let's check on. Well, just gonna check the wall check distance to 0.3. Checking 0.3. You can see there is a white line coming out. This is the 0.1 and wall check distance on so 0.1. And for the what is ground, you're just gonna go to the layer, add layer, already add the ground, so you just go here and add the layer ground. So and then if you go back, what is ground, you check the ground. That is it. Now if you play this, you can see that we are in the ground. What we're gonna do is, if the ground is not detected, it's gonna rotate 90 degrees downward. So let's just do that now. Okay, so on the check wall distance, we're just gonna go for if no ground detected. We're just gonna rotate it downward. So to do that, we're just gonna go for transform dot Euler angles equal new factor 3 0.0 minus 90. Let's see how it goes. See, it goes downward. But it's only turn once, so we just want to check if it's already turning or not. So to do this, we're just gonna go and add another function called has turn. Private bool has turn. On this is if has turn equals false, we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna go for if ground detected has turn equals true. Whoa. We gonna need to check this custom as false. Okay. Let's go. Should be done with that. Nope. What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna be back soon. Alright, I got it. I should just call this to false and then this one's after return, you're gonna say that has turned equals true. This should work. I just start it and boom. Now if you see this, when it's turning, it goes immediately turning and it's gonna crash to the ground. We don't want this, so we want to be a little bit to the right and a little bit to the downward position. So we're just gonna call this an offset position. So it's when it's turning, it's gonna add another offset position to the right, another offset position to the downward position. Okay, so let's go and do that. First up, I'm just gonna call it just go with transform. Wait a second. Transform dot position equal new vector 2 transform dot position dot x plus 0.2 float transform dot position dot y minus 0.2. Now I already checked how much the distance for the offset. I estimated between 0.2 or 0.3. So you're just gonna have to check it by yourself what is the best offset position for yourself. So we're just gonna see it. Start it again. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, but what we want right now is if we have no ground again, we're gonna rotate it again, minus 90 degrees. So let's just do that. I'm just gonna add another private float z axis add. What it's gonna do is just gonna check for the z-axis. So we're gonna have x-axis adds equals minus equals 90. And for this time, I'm just gonna call it z-axis add. It's just the same thing, but we can now add multiple times. So it's almost done, but the offsets is different. So if you see this one has the offset to the right and downward, and at this point the offset, I want the offset to be downward and leftward, not right. And at this point I want it to be left and upward. So we need to have 4 different offset. So let's just do that. So how do we do that? First things I want to check is the direction. So if we're going to the right, let's just add another float. Not float, just add int direction. So when we're going from to the right, if we're going to the right, if direction equals 1, we want to do this. Now, when it's going downward, directions equals 2. Sorry, this is if direction is equals to 1. Directions equal 2. So in this one, if directions equals 2, this is downward position, we would have transform dot position equals new factor 2 transform dot position x. Remember, if it's downward, the x is going to be minus 0.2f, and transform dot position dot y is gonna be it's still gonna go downward, so it's 0.2f. Turns equals true, directions equals to 3, and we another directions equal 3. We're gonna have another transform dot position equal new factor 2 transform dot position dot x. So this one is when the position is 180 degrees, so we want the x to become minus 0.2f transform dot position dot y plus 0.2 distance equal true, and the directions equals to 4, and if the directions is equal to 4, we want to transform the position equal new factor 2 transform the position dot x. So it's gonna be from that one to that one, it's gonna be plus 0.2f transform the position y is gonna be plus 0.2f, because we are going back to the first position. Directions is equal to 1. I just called in the first beginning, directions become equals to 1. Should do it. Let's see how it goes. No. No. Something's wrong. I'm gonna get back to it. Alright, so what you need to do is you need to add else. If you just add if, it's just gonna rotate tuck and then tuck 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 tuck, and then it's becoming back to 1 again. So you need to add else if. You can't just go with if. Yeah, it's my bad. Alright, let's see how it goes. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Looks good, but sometimes it goes out of the rotation, so let's fix that next. Alright, so I already found the problem. The problem is I put the checkground and wall is here, so I'll just comment it out, or you can just delete it and you put it in fix update. So what happened is, because the updates move faster than the fix update, he gonna change it before the movement, so there is a disconnect with it. So yeah, you just need to move the checkground or wall in the fix update, not on the update. I also changed one of the offset here in the direction 3 to minus 0.3f. So we'll see it. That looks good. It won't make any problem right now. Alright, let's go for the other one. If we detect wall, and then it's gonna rotate upward. So what we're gonna do is just go here and then add another if wall detected, and then if has turn is equal to false, we want to, let's just copy paste here, but instead of negative 90 we want to plus 90. Alright, and then we're gonna check of the direction. If we are going the direction to the right, we want transform dot position equal new factor 2 transform dot position dot x. Because it's going upward, we want it to be negative 0.2f, I think, and transform that position that y plus upward is plus, yes, and has turn equals true, directions equals, because now it's going upward, it's going to be 4. Else if directions is equals 2, else if directions equals 3, and another one, else if directions equals 4. Transform the positions equal new factor 2 transform the position dot x. So direction 2 is from, let's go with direction 4 first. Transform the position equal new factor 2 transform the position dot x is going to be upward, becoming 1, right? Oh, I mean, if there is a wall, it's going to become 3. If it's detecting wall, it's becoming downward, the downward position, the downward, I mean not the downward, from the spider is on the upside down position. So directions equals 3. The plus is gonna be minus 0.2f, and transform the position dot y. It's minus 0.2f, I think. Equals 3. Transform the positions equal new factor 2 transform the position dot x. Direction 3 is from position upside down to position 2 if detecting wall. Alright, so directions equals 2. It's gonna be plus 0.2f transform the position dot y. Downward is negative. Distance equals true, and then for this one, it's gonna be on the position 2. If detecting wall, it's going to be direction 1. Yep. Direction 1 is going to be 0.2f. Transform the position dot y plus 0.2f. let's test the script. So we already know the spider works if it's going backward. Let's just put it there. Let's see how it goes. Badam, 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 badam. Oh no! What happened? From position 4 to 1, it's too close. So we need to change the offset. From position 4 to position position 4 to non-detect. I think I'm gonna just change all this to 0.3. That's how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna change all this 0.3f. There it goes. Oops. Oh, let's see how it goes. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, I think it works. Let's check if the spider is on the wall section. See how it goes. Ta-da! 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 Alright. Looks good. Looks good. Let's copy. Just want to put it here, and then another spider I'm gonna put it here, and let's check it out. All right, I think that's it. There you have it, how to make this enemy crawl around the platform. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. Thank you.